recording. Okay, focusing. Today, on those bonsais, we're going to work on a Japanese juniper. As you can see, that's the tree. Okay, so what we're going to do today, again, like yesterday, I showed you all these little brown markings here. Just use your fingers to remove old growth that has perished. So basically what you want to do is remove all this brown. Okay, this is actually one that has been slightly neglected, not overly neglected, but a little too much sun, and what happens is you get these little brown motherfucking things like this. Okay, you don't want this shit. Okay, this is bad shit, man. This is like Donald Trump. Okay, you gotta get rid of it. Okay, like Donald Trump. And if you live in Manitoba, that's Pallister. He's another parasite. So you want to get rid of all these little dead ends. Okay, now I'm going to show you. I got pruning shears. Okay, so I sanitize with isopropyl alcohol. Sanitize, because I told you, you can spread infections to other plants, and you really don't want to do that. Okay, so you see this branch here? Nice healthy branch. So what you want to do is you want to take the bottom part off. Just slowly cut it like that. Slowly cut. And then you kind of want it right in here. That's not a little parasite that's taking away food. Like healthcare system in Manitoba, Pallister. So, by the way, I live in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and I really don't give a rat's ass about Brian Pallister, because I think he's a joke, taking away healthcare, stuff like that. So if my bonsais have to go into emergency surgery and they can't get it, I'm not going to be happy. So I guess I got to do all the healthcare here. Okay, so again, I'm going to lift my fingers up here. You see this branch here? Where I'm with my finger here? So what you want to do is you want to take off just inside here. Okay, so now you basically made something called like a raft or something, or a pad, or possibly a cascade in the new future if you decide to. See this right here? Get rid of it, because it's too long and it's taking away nutrients from your plant and could potentially stress it out. Okay, so what I got in here, take this little guy. So you basically want to thin the tree out a little bit, and you want to kind of give it wraps or pads or whatever you want to call them. I don't care, it's not my tree, it's yours. Everybody designs on their own. And this one you're going to want to leave, because that could be another, like a cascade or a raft. Now within here again we got some little bit of brown, and we don't want that. So again, we just take our fingers. Don't use the pruning shears for this, because like I said, you might cut something that you don't want to cut, and I point that out to many people when they're growing Japanese junipers or any kind of junipers. Please only give them morning sun, because you could be living in the States, you can live in different climates where the UV ray is highly different than different climates. So, you know, every plant where it grows has a specific climate. So you have to adapt to that climate, or if not, the tree's not going to do very well at all. So what we did here is we kind of thinned it out. Okay, you see this? This is like a spine. Okay, just like a spine. There's a lot of people that don't have one, but I'm not getting into that. So, yeah, a little bit of comedy to my bonsais. Okay, so you want to take the way away from that. Okay, so you want to expose the spine. Like I said, a lot of people don't have that here. So, see, basically, what you see now is basically, it's called the backbone. Okay? And there's a lot of people here in Manitoba that don't have backbones. They're like jellyfish. So, but I'm not one of them. Okay, so basically, what you want to do now is people use wirings and stuff like that. I don't like to use wires unless I basically dramatically have to, because it kind of just stresses the tree out. Okay, you see this little guy right here? We don't want him. We don't want him. Look at that. See? We don't want him. That's Pallister. Get rid of him. And this guy, I don't know. He's okay. Let's find a trump in here. Let's find a trump branch. It's sucking the life out of everybody. So basically, this is going to be a cascade. You see that? How that forms like that? Okay, that's going to be a cascade. So we're going to basically slowly adjust it with your fingers. Lightly press. Don't force the branch. Don't force it. Don't force it. Like this, okay? And then take it like this, okay? See, oh, we got a trump. We got a trump. Look at this. We got a wood tick here. That's taking away nutrients. You don't want that. So basically, what we're going to do now is we're going to flatten it. Flatten it like this, okay? Flatten it. So basically, later on, this tree is going to look, it's going to have different cascades, different formations. Like here, you got to get this little wood tick off the backbone here. Okay? Yep, right here. All this stuff in here. Get rid of it. If people think, oh, I got a big luscious juniper, oh, it looks beautiful. But if you know, if it's too hairy, it's no good. Bonsai is an art. Okay? You may not like my style of bonsais, but this, I hope, helps you out in how to design your own juniper bonsais, because every bonsai is different, and if someone tells you that some bonsais are the same, they're not right in the head. Okay? So basically separate this stuff. See these little parasites here? Get rid of them. Because what you want to do is you want to make an opening. So basically, look at that. What a difference. And just a little bit of trimming can do for a tree. Like in here, you want to get rid of all that stuff. It's just garbage. It's no good. You can use your fingers. You can use pruning shears, but today I got a cameraman, so I'm using my finger pruning shears. And if you ever see stuff like this, getting close, man. You see little brown things here on the branch. Okay? Use your nail. Look them off with your nail. And that's going to encourage new growth. Now, if you don't remove that stuff, she's not going to grow. Not at all. Okay, we got a little bit of brown here too. Okay, so we want to remove that. Now I'm going to show you another tree that I did a little earlier. Actually, it's behind my buddy here on my barbecue seat. What I'm doing here, see my nail? I'm flicking it off. Flicking it off. People ask me why I grow nails. This is why. Because this is a lot more gentle than actually using pruning shears, because again, when people are just starting bonsais, they get excited and they start chopping and cutting, and then eventually they cut something that they don't want to cut, and then they gotta wait for it to grow back. And with these guys, good luck. Take a long time. Okay, this is the guy I did this morning. This again was a little bit neglected from intense heat because see this, the pot that it's in. Now, if you leave junipers outside in the blazing sun, because a lot of people think that junipers belong outside, which they do, but they can be grown indoors with proper lighting. Now, this one had a lot of brown on it. See, with my fingers, I removed all that. I still got a little bit more to go, but like I said, a little bit of work every day. You can't rush a plant. Okay, it's like trying to rush a kid. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Okay, so basically, this is going to come back. I mean, I love the smell of these. It reminds me of a kid when I used to be growing up in Lactabani, and all you would smell in the morning is pine. Well, this is not a pine tree, but it's a juniper, but basically it has sap and you can basically smell it. So, like I said, just take your fingers like this. Be gentle, because just like a woman, be nice to it. Touch it right. Be nice. It should be good to you. See, that's exactly what I'm doing. So this one is going to have a beautiful cascade coming on it. Okay, so I got some little bit more brown in here, so but we're gonna cut that off, okay, because that's just like another Trump parasite. So we'll do that in a few minutes. But again, with this one, you just wanna. Okay, so that's enough for that one. Because too much work, you stress them out, and then you lead to death. Okay, so this one now. This is called a San Jose juniper. This is another type of juniper. Very healthy, very dark green, but again, you see these yellow things that are growing in between the branches, which is normal because, you know, everything has a purpose, live and die. So as you can see, I lightly wired it because I kind of wanted to have a cascade look. So she's lightly wired, okay? Because if you overwire things like this, you're going to strangle the plant. So either you want to be Ted Bundy or you want to be a gardener. It's up to you. Okay, so you don't want to strangle your plants. So again, with this kind of plant, you kind of just want to slowly form it every day. See, like a branch like this. Maybe you want to go like this, maybe you want to do that. It's up to you, but constantly separate them every day. Don't neglect, because if you're gonna get neglect, then she's gonna go crazy and she's gonna go mental. So that's what you want to do. Again, here, got some little bit of brown. You want to get rid of it. Just take your fingers and, like I said, see, lightly wired, because you don't want to overwire it, because then you're going to strangle it. Again, you're not Ted Bundy. Okay, you're a gardener. Be nice to plants. They give you air. If you're not nice, kiss my ass. Okay, well, that's today's Bill's Bonsais. Maybe my buddy Matt will come over tomorrow and help me film a little bit more if he's not busy. What do you say, Matt?
Oh, of course.
Okay, beautiful. So that's today's lesson on Bill's Bonsais. And remember, when you're going to cut, use scissors with isopropyl alcohol, sanitize every time you touch a different plant. Sanitize.